There's a conversation. Hold up.
There's
Stop
several
right now.
There's several conversations.
There's a conversation.
It's been 3 years since the infamous Meghan and Harry interview with Oprah Winfrey. You know, the interview where the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex sat down and exploited the entirety of the royal family.
Kate was called Waity Katie, waiting to marry William.
Well, apparently most of their claims were all lies, but just how much of that is true? Piers Morgan claims that almost all of their claims were lies. See, when Oprah asked Meghan if she'd been silenced by the royal family, Meghan revealed that she has indeed been silent, adding on that she was told by the Queen and the rest of the royals to always answer no comment whenever being asked anything by the press.
Look, I was really ashamed to say it at the time.
Piers Morgan was quick to shut down the idea, as he exclaimed, "This idea that Meghan Markle was silenced doesn't really make sense. Meghan Markle made 73 public appearances, many of which she spoke at during her extended period of being silenced." Another lie apparently came from Meghan claiming that her and Harry had actually gotten married in a private wedding at the Archbishop of Canterbury 3 days prior to their official wedding.
Is inherently corrupt or racist or biased.
Since she made that claim, the Archbishop actually came forward and denied legally marrying Harry and Meghan. Critically acclaimed actress and royal insider Jessica Chin King had this to say on the suspicious secret wedding. "The situation is so odd. I think that Meghan and Harry sometimes say things without thinking. And if they are indeed lying, they probably would have thought that they would get away with it because fake weddings are lame. Be real or leave." The next proclaimed lie came when Harry revealed that he was shocked after an unnamed member of the royal family said that his son Archie has skin that is too dark due to Meghan being the mom.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
Meghan claimed that Archie was initially, denied the title of prince, and that he had security protection denied as well because he was of mixed race. It has since been unproven whether or not these claims are accurate, although royal author Omid Scobie did release a book that the royals who were involved in making those claims about Archie's skin color were actually identified as King Charles himself and Catherine Middleton. Following this claim, Meghan told Oprah that she had her keys, her driver's license, and her passport all removed by the royal family when she joined. However, Piers Morgan claimed this is not true, since she has traveled around significantly when she was a working royal and took around 14 flights as well. Meghan also mentioned her struggles with mental health as a working royal and how the royal family did not support her at all. She broke down in tears as she told Oprah that the palace did not help her get any help since it would not be a good look for the institution. Piers Morgan was quick to shut that down as he expressed his belief that there's the position of Prince Harry in all of this as well, as Harry is attached to many of the biggest mental health charities in Britain. He said that Harry makes no secret of his desire that anyone who feels depressed or anxious or has harmful thoughts, that they can get immediate help, and yet here was his own wife who says she was constantly feeling terrible about her life and Prince Harry never sought to get help? I find that very hard to believe, frankly. Additionally, in the interview, Meghan and Harry claimed that they had no intention of working with anything related to the television industry, and then they followed up by signing on with Netflix to record a whole show for $100 million. Yeah, yummy, yummy. I'd go back on my work for $100 million too, Meghan. And last but not least, she said that her son Archie was denied 24/7 protection because he wasn't a prince, but it's since emerged that not all titled royals are guaranteed security that's paid for out of the public purse, and only the most prestigious royals get security funded by the Treasury.
Buckingham Palace is perpetuating falsehoods about her and Harry.
Relations between the royal relations were bad enough already.
Family drama is erupting. CBS has now released another teaser.
Well, this is truly shocking. Looks like Meghan has had enough time to sit with her exit that now she is actually feeling guilty about the whole feud she started alongside Harry. Let's see the details. A report claims that Meghan Markle is regretful over the ongoing royal estrangement. The Duchess of Sussex apparently wants to make peace with Kate Middleton even though she is genuinely hurt by their rivalry. The Princess of Wales was last seen by the Suits alum at Queen Elizabeth II's funeral in September 2022. Since then, she has not been back to London. Insiders assert that Markle is prepared to permanently put an end to the relationship, despite the fact that she hasn't seen Princess Kate since learning of her cancer diagnosis. She desires to patch things up with Kate. She wants them to have no ill will towards one another, a source told In Touch. Meghan's friends say she regrets how things went down, and she never meant any harm to Kate. though she must realize she could have done things differently. Meghan's been going out of her way to show concern for Kate in this difficult time, the insider added. According to reports, Meghan is still getting over the royal divide between the two camps. Prince Harry is more willing to move on, let's just say that. A source told The Express recently, adding that the mom of two would still like to talk things through with the Windsor clan. It's not a case of Meghan being difficult. She genuinely feels hurt and would like some kind of sit down to hash things through. But that's not something the other side is willing to consider at this time, so says the insider. It appears that expectations of a reconciliation are unrealistic at this point, despite Markle's purported wish to get back in touch with the firm. Grant Harold, a former royal butler for King Charles, claims that too much damage has been done for things to return to their previous state. Harry caused damage and broke down trust, Harold exclusively told the Post. It's difficult when you're a future monarch. The pair signed up for a number of tell-all ventures shortly after relocating to Montecito, California, and each one unveiled shocking information regarding the ongoing schism between the two camps. Following their conversation, Markle and Harry released their 6-part Netflix documentary. Not surprisingly, their relationship with the royal relatives has not improved despite the lucrative initiatives. The only way the Sussexes may be accepted back into the royal family, according to Harold, is if Harry issues a formal apology to all of the damage that his controversial memoir Spare caused. That being said, a royal specialist has stated that Harry intends to release his second memoir once his estranged brother, Prince William, succeeds to his father, King Charles III. Can't believe he has a second memoir ready. Who does that?
Meghan in their flop era. They're losing their high-powered friends.
Meghan Markle has had numerous fallouts with her friends, left, right, and center. She used to be a serious social butterfly, but apparently what comes with that is a whole lot of drama. The people close to Meghan still have wonderful things to say about her, but there are a lot of friendships she lost due to circumstances like arguments or outgrowing people. I'm going to be taking you through some of Meghan's old friendships that didn't really work out for her.
Everything is temporary.
Meghan had a super close relationship with her Suits co-stars, and that's probably what intrigues fans the most due to how close-knit they were before Meghan went on to the royal life. People couldn't help but wonder if she's still in contact with Sarah Rafferty, Gina Torres, Gabriel Matt, Rick Hoffman, and her on-screen husband, Patrick J. Adams, especially since they all turned up to the royal wedding. Unfortunately, they're no longer as close as they used to be. There wasn't exactly a falling out with this group, but apparently none of them talk at all anymore, even though they were besties in the past. Meghan Markle fans probably know that Jessica Mulroney was one of her original best friends.
One of my closest girlfriends is here, Jessica Mulroney.
Their friendship started back in Meghan's Suits days when she moved to Toronto. Meghan really looks up to Jessica, royal reporter Katie Nicholl told Cosmopolitan. Their bond seemed rock solid for years, with Mulroney's kids even having roles in Meghan and Prince Harry's wedding. But things took a turn in 2020 when Jessica was involved in a rift with influencer Sasha Exeter. In a lengthy Instagram video, Sasha claimed that Jessica tried to frighten her for her generic call to action about the BLM movement, which the stylist perceived as a personal attack.
She is very well aware because of the color of her skin.
In response, Jessica apologized and attempted to defend her understanding of ill feelings towards certain skin colors by seemingly referencing her close friendship with Meghan. As I told you privately, I've lived a very public and personal experience with my closest friend where skin color was front and center, she wrote in a since-deleted comment. After this issue exploded, Jessica's professional life took a hit with the loss of her show on CTV and ties severed by ABC. Similarly, her friendship with Meghan suffered irreparable damage. Meghan could not get over that Jessica brought up her relationship with Meghan when she commented about her closest friend in the discourse with Sasha, a source told US Weekly. That was hugely offensive to Meghan and the deciding factor for her. Meghan considers the relationship to be done.
The only wrong thing to say is to say nothing.
Priyanka Chopra and Meghan Markle were once the very definition of friendship goals. The pair met in January 2016 when they both attended an event a few months before Meghan even met her Prince Charming Harry. Their friendship hit off instantly, with Meghan telling the press of Trust India, "When you meet someone and you just click, it was just an easy, natural progression. We've managed to keep in touch via email and text, and we try to see each other whenever we're both in the same town." Priyanka even got an invite to Meghan's wedding. However, when it was Priyanka's turn to tie the knot with Nick Jonas in 2018, Meghan, who was pregnant with Archie at the time, couldn't make it to India for the festivities. According to insiders, this was what soured their friendship. Priyanka was crushed, a source told Page Six. Their friendship is over unless Meghan apologizes. She feels Meghan didn't respect her and didn't respect their friendship. The next friendship breakups, they're pretty crazy. It's no secret that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are famously selective about the people they surround themselves with, thanks in part to the media scrutiny they're often subjected to. When someone threatens their privacy, they don't hesitate to cut ties with those people, and that's reportedly why they had a falling out with David and Victoria Beckham, who were booted out of the royal couple's inner circle as they apparently leaked stories of the two to the press. Millie McIntosh is another one of Meghan Markle's ex-friends who claimed that Markle gave her the cold shoulder after Prince Harry came into the picture. She said, "I definitely would say we were not best friends when she was in town, but she would let me know and we would sometimes hang out." Meghan started dating royalty and their friendship abruptly ended. According to Millie, she reached out to Meghan during the media storm to check in on her, only to receive a message that was effectively a friendship breakup text. "Meghan just sent me this really abrupt message that was really unlike any of our communication before, but I did expect that we would stay in touch." Spoiler alert, they didn't. McIntosh said she was ghosted. Meanwhile, according to a source, it was Prince Harry himself who advised his then girlfriend to cut McIntosh loose, tagging her as a bit of a gossip. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are about to leak some crazy secrets in a new interview to be released on August 4th, 2024. Are we going to hear some juicy secrets? Let's dive into it. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have filmed a sit-down interview with Jane Pauley for CBS Sunday Morning. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex spoke to the TV icon about their new initiative centered around kids and social media, which will launch on August 4th, 2024. Meghan at one point called their children Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet amazing.
They're amazing. But all you want to do as parents is protect them.
While Prince Harry stressed that parents need to be first responders amid the social media crisis.
At this point, we've got to the stage where almost every parent needs to be a first responder.
All you want to do as parents is protect them, and so we can see what's happening in the online space. We know that there's a lot of work to be done there, Meghan said in the first clip from CBS Sunday Morning interview. "We're just happy to be able to be a part of a change for good." Harry added, "At this point, we've got to the stage where almost every parent needs to be a first responder, and even the best first responders in the world wouldn't be able to tell the signs of possible ending the life of oneself." That is the terrifying piece of this. The interview will air on August 4th, 2024 and feature the couple talking about a continuation of their work with parents who have lost their children to online bullying. The TV special marks the Sussexes' first joint interview since their bombshell sit-down with Oprah Winfrey in March 2021, when they threw salt at the royal family, including claims that senior members had asked what color Archie's skin would be prior to his birth in 2019.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
Harry remains estranged from his father, King Charles, and his brother, Prince William, but sources said that he would reconsider a reunion, but only if the monarch reinstated his UK security team. Buckingham Palace insiders insisted that this decision was not up to Charles, but the British government. When they sat down with Jane Pauley for the CBS Sunday Morning to talk about a new program they're launching, this initiative is designed to help parents whose kids have been affected by online hate. Jane also interviewed some of the parents who were involved in the pilot program, and they shared how it's been helping them heal. In October 2023, Harry and Meghan were at a panel in New York City with grieving parents organized by their Archwell Foundation. They called on tech companies to fix their addictive apps that could affect people that use the apps. Harry had a straightforward message for tech firms. Please stop sending kids content you wouldn't want your own children to see. It's a simple request and an easy fix. Meghan also mentioned that they've been quietly working with tech companies to address these issues. A year ago, we met some of the families, and at the time, it was impossible not to be in tears hearing their stories because it's just that devastating, she said at the World Health Day event. "I feel fortunate that our children are at an age, again, quite young, so this isn't in our immediate future, but I also feel frightened at how it's continuing to change, and this will be in front of us." Harry and Meghan also announced that they will visit Colombia at the invitation of the country's Vice President, Francia Marquez, to engage in activities related to fostering a safer online environment. At the end of it, it's pretty awesome that they're bringing awareness to such an important issue and speaking up for the children that need help.
Meghan and Prince Harry may have been working up until now, but things are looking a little rocky. Let's see why they may not be working together anymore. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been working to build their own brand since they left the royal family in 2020, but they may have also been enjoying their more quiet life in California. But it looks like things are getting worse for the couple. After their Spotify exclusive agreement ended, tensions increased. Harry received criticism for his fame, and there were rumors that their Netflix partnership was in jeopardy. The Duchess and Duke of Sussex have persevered through many challenges and maintained their unity, as demonstrated by their Netflix series, appearances in public, and combined participation in the Invictus Games. However, it appears that their relentless pursuit of success on their own may be paying off, as a source claims that the couple is not working together for the first time in a long time, with a growing rift purportedly forming between them. This has been such a challenging few months for Meghan and Harry, and the pressure they are under is immense. They feel they are constantly under attack. When they first left the royals, they had so much support, and that support seems to be dwindling over time, and they're facing increasing criticism, an informant asserted, reports OK. Harry has been really hurt by the backlash over his award nomination, and Meghan is still reeling over the Spotify axe, as she loved doing that podcast and she knows people want her to fail with her next project, so there's quite a lot of tension in the house at the moment. There's a growing rift between Harry and Meghan, caused by Meghan's increasing concern that her life is not going in the direction she had planned. That's what royal author Tom Quinn said in an interview with the Mirror US. She loves media attention and hates the fact that surveys suggest she and Harry are no longer of much interest to the American public. Harry and Meghan's Spotify project came to an end in 2023 when their Archetypes podcast ran for just 12 episodes. The pair declared that they mutually agreed to part ways with the industry leader in streaming services. Meghan signed a contract with Lemonada, a brand new, dynamic new podcast, in an attempt to recover. It appears to have encountered a problem though, since rumors say that its launch may be postponed until 2025. Harry recently came under fire for winning the Pat Tillman Award for his work establishing the Invictus Games, which he assisted in founding in 2014. This has added to the couple's difficulties. Despite more than 70,000 signatures on a petition asking ESPN to reevaluate the award, and in praise of Harry's incredible efforts, the sports broadcaster stuck with their decision. Following their departure from the royal family, the pair also signed a 5-year contract with Netflix. However, it is unknown if this agreement would be renewed. In the meantime, Meghan is getting ready to debut her own Netflix series alongside her lifestyle brand American Riviera Orchard, a decision that has already drawn criticism from viewers. A presenter on Sky News expressed her opinion to viewers bluntly, saying, "It sounds bloody awful." Although Meghan's new business was revealed in March and had an official website, fans are still waiting for the products to be available. Tom further told the Mirror US, with rumors swirling that the couple's Netflix contract could be in jeopardy, coupled with the ridicule that met the launch of her online brand, Meghan feels very much under attack. There are concerns about whether they are genuinely operating as a single front when the pressure from their project starts to take its toll and grows. The insider revealed that they are both so hell-bent on proving everyone wrong that for the first time in a long time, of course they're incredibly supportive of each other, but they need to succeed to fund their extravagant lifestyle, and they need the public support. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle may have projects in the works, but a source says a makeover is required for the growth of the Sussex brand. They revealed the royals have really turned things around and are very popular again, and Meghan in particular is determined for them to be number one. They know they can't go on like this, as it's starting to affect their brand, and they are going to make changes. The insider continued, however, they now have to show off their other talents to become the global success that they so desperately want, but they have a lot to overcome.
Meghan Markle won't be joining Prince Harry on an upcoming trip across the pond.
I hope you're caught up with the royal beef, because this is a 20v1 against Meghan Markle, and now that she isn't visiting the UK with her husband Prince Harry, things could either calm down or the heat could be blazing. Let's check it out.
Use this fork, don't do this. Doesn't happen.
A huge sigh of relief has been expressed by Kensington Palace over Meghan Markle and her husband Prince Harry's decision to forego a trip back to the UK, according to a royal expert. On May 8th, the Duke of Sussex is scheduled to attend a special service at St. Paul's Cathedral to commemorate the 10th anniversary of Harry's groundbreaking sports tournament for former service members, the Invictus Games. Harry established the competition back in 2014. According to sources, when Prince Harry requested a meeting with his father, King Charles, the monarch reportedly replied with just 4 words: "If he is able." And since Harry is now anticipated to travel alone to England without his spouse Meghan,
Harry's coming back to England, Meghan's not.
A royal analyst asserts that sources at Kensington Palace, where Prince William and Princess Kate reside, are feeling a little relieved. I actually kind of feel bad for Prince Harry. Imagine making that many enemies in your own family and then traveling there without the the one person who took your side in the beef. He's gotta be lonely.
I wonder what would have happened to us had we not got out when we did.
While her husband travels and attends the service to provide a reading, Meghan will stay in California in order to take care of the couple's 2 children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. The Duchess will probably stay behind. Author and royal analyst Tom Quinn has discussed the Duke of Sussex's impending trip to England in an exclusive interview with The Mirror. Quinn also touched on Meghan's decision to skip the event. Harry has made 2 solo trips to the UK in recent months. The Duke visited earlier this year after learning that his father had cancer.
Look, I love my family.
Next week, Prince Harry will return to the United Kingdom for the first time since his sister-in-law Kate Middleton made public her cancer diagnosis. Quinn mentioned this when he said, "One way to get through all the challenges surrounding these family reunions is to take solace from the shock of Kate's recent cancer diagnosis. The shock of maybe losing someone Harry previously referred to as the sister he always wanted will likely cause him to act in ways that he did before getting married. William detests the idea of seeing Harry again," he continued. "It's not the same with Kate. She thinks it would be far less awkward to meet Harry as long as Meghan isn't present." Which is why, at Kensington Palace, there was a huge sigh of relief when it was confirmed that Meghan would not be accompanying her husband to the UK. That's what Quinn revealed in a bombshell. William and Kate have always said that Meghan had an impact on Harry's transformation from a lovely but rebellious youngster to an irate young man. Although Kate backs her husband, she still views Harry as a disturbed little child in need of attention and unwavering affection. The Princess of Wales made the heartbreaking video revelation that she was receiving cancer treatment back in March. Her voice cracked with emotion as she talked about the huge shock of the medical development and the incredibly tough couple of months her family had gone through. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle released a public statement despite their ongoing separation with the royal family, and some experts claim that they also spoke privately with the Prince and Princess of Wales. The Sussexes' public show of support at the time read, "We wish health and healing for Kate and the family and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace." Shortly after releasing their statement to the public, it was also claimed that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had reached out to William and Catherine in secret. Harry has reached out to his brother, despite their differences, according to Chris Shipp, the royal editor of ITV. Using Twitter, Mr. Shipp disclosed, "Prince Harry has reached out to his brother, Prince William, after learning of Kate's cancer. Harry and Meghan have both been in touch with their brother/sister-in-law, but did so privately. It is not clear if that was a phone/video call or some messages of support."
Meghan Markle does not like Kate Middleton, and let me tell you, Meghan, the world has had enough. They just don't believe you much anymore, and this seems to be the end. The people are saying it's complete nonsense.
Just an amazing surprise.
And it seems like Kate has been the angel of the situation, but I just want to say, hold up one second. Do the people have a point? Let's take a deep dive into what one royal expert is saying about why Meghan Markle cannot stand Kate Middleton and how exactly the world should be reacting to this revelation.
It's, hard.
According to a royal expert named Tom Quinn, Meghan Markle's feud with her sister-in-law Kate all started because Meghan felt that Kate should have supported her more when she was under heavy media scrutiny. The two used to be close and were often seen together with their husbands, Prince Harry and Prince William, as part of the Fab Four. What a term, eh? The Fab Four. Kinda lame. However, their relationship went downhill fast. Yeah, I'm talking fast, like Krusty the Clown riding a unicycle down Hollywood Hills. I don't know why I use that analogy, but it adds up. The sentiment is actually being blown up though since Meghan and Harry's decision to step back from royal duties in 2020, and of course, due to their controversial interviews with Oprah Winfrey and Netflix alike. Tom Quinn, our royal insider of the day, had the following to say. Rhymes. Meghan doesn't feel guilty about Kate because she feels that Kate should have been the one person in the royal family to back her up against every difficulty. Apart from anything else, Meghan knew Kate was an outsider, so she just couldn't understand why Kate always toed the royal line rather than supporting her. Meghan, the other outsider. And all I gotta say is, oof. Meghan saying that Kate was an outsider, I don't know. What do you guys think about that statement, Meghan considering Kate an outsider? Is Kate an outsider? And has there ever been a moment in time where Kate could have been considered an outsider? If so, then are they on the same level as Meghan? I mean, that is, of course, unless if you're born into the royal family, Wouldn't everyone that isn't born into the royal family be considered an outsider? And there have been some crazy news bombs coming out of Buckingham Palace, but a royal family member dating another pre-existing royal family member just to make sure that they weren't bringing in an outsider would probably imply something extremely weird, if you get my gist. Anyways, Tom continued on saying that Meghan is thought to have been rocked by the news of Kate's cancer diagnosis, but unfortunately just can't see any way back to rebuilding a loving relationship. He also continued on saying that Kate's cancer diagnosis was a real shock for Meghan because she just can't see a way to patch up the relationship simply because it's just become so poisonous. She also doesn't want people saying that she's just trying to make things up with Kate because Kate is ill. Meghan still feels that Kate was in the wrong and should apologize before they try to build bridges. But hold up, because I want to know what the internet is saying. And it's time for my favorite segment here at FTD News, Pepe's Perspectives, where I, Pepe, react to you guys, the internet. This person says, to be fair to Meghan, Princess Catherine, or her public relations, should have corrected some of the fake stories about Meghan which happened to involve her. After all, they were family. And I just want to say, hold up. I'm not sure exactly what stories you're on about because I think a lot of the fake stories go both ways. Every way, all directions. What even is real anymore? This person says, royal expert Tom Quinn, what a laugh. Some gullibles take his gossip mongering as fact. He's clueless and writing for usual suspects, i.e. clueless but biased. Best to Harry, Meghan, William, and Kate. In a weird way, this comment is somewhat joyful. But aren't we all royal experts though? And on that note, here's a royal expert from the team here at FTD News, Jessica Chin King, speaking on the state of Meghan and Kate's relationship. She claims that whether or not Kate did stand up for Meghan, it wasn't going to stop people from hating and saying negative things. And even if she did stick up for Meghan, the people probably would have said things along the lines that are the same about Kate. He speculated that Kate and Meghan will actually probably make amends as time passes by, especially since Kate's cancer diagnosis. Here's what I'll say. Meghan does get a lot of negative attention from the media. In fact, some would say that Meghan actually only gets negative attention from the media. Meghan found a boy, though, that she fell in love with and married. Just like majority of the people in this world, the only difference being, of course, that the man that she settled down with happens to be ginger and a member of the royal family. Meghan Markle cannot stand the UK and she's never going back. But hold on a second. Is that true? Because Harry is set to return to the UK at the beginning of May to attend a celebration of the Invictus Games.
Harry is due to come to the UK in May to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the Invictus Games.
Royal historian Marlene Koenig does not believe that Meghan will be joining her husband on a trip to the UK anytime soon. In fact, she claims, I don't think Meghan will be visiting the UK because I think she's done with that. And unless there is something major like a funeral, she's just staying in America and pursuing her acting career.
This industry is just so special and I'm just thrilled to be back in it. And
Harry and Meghan's life just remains in the US, so there's just no reason for her to visit the UK. And Meghan hasn't been back to the United Kingdom, well, a little bit of time. In fact, since she left the royal family in 2020, I think the last time that she was there was back in 2022 for Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. And however, she didn't come back for King Charles's coronation last year. And now Harry's getting ready to go back to the UK again for a special service at St. Paul's Cathedral on May 8th. And whether Meghan will join him for the event is still up in the air. It's really not confirmed. But you can basically place your bets that she won't be attending. Harry was actually recently speaking to the media regarding how he feels about his return to the UK, in which he claimed, look, I love my family. The fact that I was able to get on a plane and go and see Charles and spend any time with him, I'm grateful for that. He added on saying, my family and my life is in California. It is as it is. I have other trips planned and that would take me through to the UK or back to the UK, so you know I'll stop in and see my family as much as I can. To me, it sounds a little bit like deflecting the question, as one might say, and a little bit not loving. A different royal expert named Charles Ray, that's not King Charles, claims that she won't set foot in the UK ever again. I'm of the opinion that Meghan won't set foot in the UK ever again. I just don't think she wants to have her or anything to do at all with the country, claimed Charles. And it seems unlikely that Meghan will join Harry next month for those Invictus Games that I was talking to you about earlier. Because since moving to Montecito, California, she really hasn't made any trips back to the UK at all. And Harry is scheduled to return to the UK at the beginning of May for that celebration. And you know, I just really, like I said, do not believe that Meghan is going to join her. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'll tell you what you guys think, because here's what the internet is saying. The people, the public opinion on Prince Harry, usually positive. In my favorite segment here on FTD News, Pepe's Perspectives, where I, Pepe, Take a look at what you guys are saying. The internet. These people say, we love Harry and the UK misses you. I'm just kidding. This person says, stay home, Harry. Never show your face in the UK again. This person said, no reason Meghan Markle has to come with Harry and the children. Many fathers travel alone with their children, and I'm sure their nannies could go along and help. I can't tell if that's advice. It seems very, what's the word I'm looking for? Rude? So thank you for your opinion, fella. I think Meghan is going to take it, but with a little bit of a grain of salt. And the truth of the matter is that the reports are probably right. There really is no reason for Meghan to really consider a visit back to the UK, and according to royal insider Jessica Chin King, Meghan not returning to the UK might be because she can't. I highly doubt she is doing this to be malicious. She might just have to stay in LA due to other mothering responsibilities because Meghan just can't catch a break when it comes to the media. And according to TikTok user Emmeline, Meghan would only return to the UK if it is to support Harry. So we have a little bit of some conflicting opinions here on whether or not Meghan actually would return to the UK, but I for one believe that if Meghan were to ever show face in the UK, the country would be a little upset. And I do believe that there is a scenario in which Meghan does eventually return to the UK because let's be real, stuff like that happens. And just in terms of keeping Harry's family reunion dreams alive, maybe Meghan will support him and, you know, go with him back to the lovely UK. But ever since Kate Middleton and King Charles have taken over all the news coming out of Buckingham Palace, perhaps Meghan and Harry actually have just been craving the spotlight because let's be real, it hasn't been too hot for them recently. They've even been tied to the Kardashians and they haven't had much success with their latest website marketing attempt, and all this stuff is going on and it's bad press after bad press. So
Meghan Markle's father, Thomas, cannot stop going to the media to talk about his daughter's business. It sucks when you feel you can't trust your family. Meghan and her dad have been out of contact for over 6 years. I'm gonna walk you through some of the stuff her dad has shared with the media. Let's dive in. Meghan and her father have had a massive argument before Meghan's wedding to Prince Harry. Thomas was caught staging paparazzi photos before the big day, leaving Meghan devastated.
I want her to reach out to me.
Thomas sat down once again with the media to discuss his daughter, and he said he doesn't think he's going to hear from her at all. Speaking to the Daily Mail, he is now begging his daughter to end their feud. Thomas has never met his grandchildren, as they were both born after his fallout with Meghan.
This is a cruel thing to do to a grandparent.
This is such a tough situation for Meghan, and I truly feel for her. It's hard when you feel like you can't trust someone who's supposed to take care of you. Even spilling tea in this interview could be considered uncomfortable for Meghan and Harry. So, what was said? Let's get into it. Archie and Lilibet have made very few trips to the UK and don't have a close relationship with members of the royal family. Thomas said he finds it very sad that the youngsters are being denied the right to know their cousins. He said they should be given the chance to develop that special bond. He also said that Archie and Lilibet should be given the opportunity to take part in the royal events, such as trooping the colour, something he described as their birthright. Thomas also warned the youngsters will soon start asking Meghan and Harry questions about their family. He explained, it's inevitable that they will ask their parents why they have cut them off from both sides of the family. It's really funny that he's speaking about this, and not to be rude, but it kind of sounds like it's none of his business. TV host and Hollywood actor Bobby Del Rio was asked his thoughts on this. He said, family is complex, and fortunately, fame does not solve problems, it exacerbates them. Attention is a microscope. And when family dynamics aren't right, the media will shine a light on it. Hard to know exactly what's happening in the Markle family, but I believe family issues should always remain private. I agree with Bobby. And Thomas probably isn't making himself look any better to Meghan by doing this interview, let's be real. Thomas said he feels as though he is in the same boat as King Charles, who is also estranged from the couple.
And I think the king would like to see his grandkids as well.
Meghan's father expressed his deep empathy for the monarch, and he said he would love to speak to him. Thomas suggested Charles might have the same unanswered questions he does, and said neither of them deserves the treatment we've received. The former film producer pointed out that the king is currently undergoing cancer treatment, which would be the perfect opportunity for a reunion. In the interview, Thomas also admitted he didn't expect to make it to 80 years old, as he confessed Markle men never do. His own father, Gordon Markle, passed away at age 61. Thomas admitted that he found it strange that Harry never offered to meet with him before marrying Meghan. He pointed out that Harry had the resources to fly around the world, but didn't fly to America to see Thomas. Meghan has grown estranged from her father over the years, and the last time they spoke, he was in a hospital bed before her wedding. The pair stopped speaking after Thomas was caught staging paparazzi photos before Meghan and Harry's wedding in 2018. Thomas has opened up about the incident, admitting that he made a mistake, but has since apologized repeatedly. Thomas explained, Meghan was mad at me because I posed for some paparazzi pictures before the wedding. I was totally alone and being hounded. Meghan Markle is struggling to find staff to work for her company.
Meghan Markle is struggling to hire staff.
This is according to a royal expert. The Duchess of Sussex soft launched her new business venture early 2024. A new Instagram account emerged on the platform with American Riviera Orchard unveiled to the world.
Duchess of Sussex quietly announced her new lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, with some cryptic posts on Instagram.
At the time of the soft launching her brand, Meghan posted an Instagram story teasing the brand's aesthetic with a short video trailer. She then took to the page and shared the brand's logo across a collage of 9 grid posts. But after distributing 50 jars of handmade strawberry jam to a curated list of famous friends, the brand's momentum has appeared to screech to a halt. And now royal author and expert Tom Quinn has claimed that Meghan is finding it difficult to find staff because she wants them to be full of their own ideas while also being compliant to her wishes.
A high tide raises all ships. You can really adopt that motto and understand it.
Speaking exclusively to the Mirror, Tom Quinn said one of Meghan's biggest problems when she lived at Kensington Palace was that she believed that staff should jump when they're told to jump. She doesn't have the ultra-polite, old-fashioned English habit of asking staff if they would mind ordering a pizza or ringing for car or organizing a lunch. He added, the result of Meghan's tough outlook is that she's having difficulties finding staff for her new brand. She wants them to be full of ideas on their own, but also do whatever she wants them to do at the snap of a finger.
It's really about dissecting and unboxing these labels.
Mr. Quinn went on to claim that Meghan has absolute self-belief, adding, but to make her brand a success, she needs to take and accept advice and allow staff who know far more about these things to make some of the decisions. This is really difficult for Meghan as she's not a natural delegator. It isn't known when Meghan will hard launch American Riviera Orchard, with the website for the brand still only displaying the logo of the brand and the function to join the waitlist. The Duchess has gifted some strawberry jam to 50 influencers and celebrities, including Kris Jenner. But it seems that the brand has come to a standstill.
People within the industry be able to have the balance.
At the time of this video, Meghan and Harry have not commented on this at all. There are rumors that Meghan is quite hard to work with. She's been described as having a revolving door of employees. The Duke and Duchess have reportedly lost 18 members of their staff since becoming an official couple. Apparently, Meghan had faced a bullying complaint made by one of her closest advisors during her time at Kensington Palace. She was a difficult person to work for, according to the source, and was even nicknamed Duchess Difficult. A source described Meghan's behavior as more like emotional cruelty and manipulation, which I guess could also be called bullying. The Duchess of Sussex's lawyer, Jenny Afia, has cast doubt on the bullying accusations, which she claimed can be made very casually about career women and can be very damaging. She said the experiences she's had with Meghan have been positive and she can't see her as being a bully.